Welcome to the PopHeadz Project episode 9 with your host, Eric, aka Ghostwriter. First things first, we have a couple of things to announce with regards to the plan for this podcast. So basically this podcast is going to be slated for 12 episodes, possibly a 13th after mint. The symbolism is there are 12 OG 1 of 1 PopHeadz, so we're going to make 12 episodes. As stated before, the podcast is to get to know the team and see a behind-the-scenes look of the work we've been doing for this NFT collection. And I know to the people that have been with us for this long, it's felt like a long time, but we're getting there. Our expected timeline is still late September, October, and it's coming up. To those that have been watching Joyce's art streams, you'll know that the art is getting done for coloring. And not only that, we have a generator that works for animation effects. There's a few details we're still working through, but you'll see a preview of it. You'll see a preview of a generated animated head, and it looks good. So what does that mean for the podcast as a whole? Well, since there's only going to be 3 more episodes after this, maybe a 4th after mint, I'll be spacing out the releases a little bit more. For those that like the podcast, fear not, we'll probably do something different post-mint. We'll for sure have a retrospective episode at the end as well. So, in today's episode, I just want to give some project updates and keep it casual overall. I want to continue talking about the art because that has come such a long way. We've kind of paused some collab art stuff we were doing because the artists are heads down in finishing the art. And from what I can see, everything looks wonderful. What I will add is the artists themselves, well, they're quite technical. Sometimes I feel like a fly on the wall when they talk about the technical aspects of making sure, the overlay and the blend modes are correct and how the animation generated is not a full 24-second loop. It's missing 0.5 seconds. This is not me exaggerating. These are genuinely conversations that we've been having in the background. It makes me realize that the artists are actual professionals. I know we troll around with PopHeadz, but yeah, every time I open our shared drive and see more of the heads that get finished, I'm like, whoa. And yeah, talking about animation, shout out to Jock Cheng and Mingja, who's been helping out with that, for getting the generator script working. They built it out in Python, and it can merge static and animated layers together. So some pretty cool stuff. And from my side, I'm still just managing the community, collabs, communications, and have put in some money of my own to push some cool initiatives on the way. You'll see more of that later. I just want to be open about collab and whitelist management. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I understand the importance, but I'm going to be so happy when I don't have to do it anymore. Some collab and whitelist allocation things have been fun. For example, just last Sunday, we did a D-Gods versus Sol NFT Radar League of Legends game, where we did a best of 3 for whitelist spots, and some of the spaces have been pretty fun, but overall, I really don't like this process. I digress. The whitelist is getting there. We're at around a little less than 2k people whitelisted, but we aren't going to over allocate. I know some projects have been allocating more than 10k whitelist. My goal is somewhere between 3 and 5k. I think we're gonna let whitelist people mint twice. So let's move on. I want to talk about the virus, lore, and our little Discord community. As you may have noticed in the Discord, there was a monkey virus, unrelated to monkeypox, by the way, that has been terrorizing me and our Discord. First, I want to say that it's not an actual hack. I know some people actually thought it was. So we're secure, we're good, but still, don't press on any fishy links that you see. But yeah, the quote-unquote metaverse that we're creating is a city called Neo-Seoul, obviously heavily Korean-inspired. Seoul being the capital of South Korea, and in our little metaverse, every now and then we see monsters, which we'll call viruses, that try and take over the city. So just to kind of make it thematic, when we made the virus, I also kind of updated our reaction role channel. So when you enter Discord, you have to usually react to a message with an emoji, and then you get the role to verify that you're not a bot, and you can get into the Discord. Um, I had made it intentionally confusing at the beginning, where you have to click the upside down head, and it's the third emoji from the left. And I noticed that we had a lot of people that just weren't getting in. So I redid it to be thematic, right? When a virus takes over, the poppers will throw their freaking F bombs, and try to destroy it, because they're the only ones who can destroy their own city. So yeah, to verify now, you throw a bomb at the monkey. I hear that something happens after 5,000 verifications, and that one bomb equal 1 HP. I'm honestly surprised. It's been a little slow. It makes me wonder how many bots are actually in the Discord. I try really hard to keep them out, but I see like almost 10k people in the Discord, and not even 5k have re-verified. So I mean, we'll see, right? It's bear market. I know a lot of people have kind of shifted toward spending less time on Discord, which is great. Obviously, touch grass, mental health. But actually, what they've done is they've shifted to Twitter group DMs. That's cool too. That's fine. Personally, I prefer Discord. Twitter group DMs have limitations. You can only have like 50-ish people. And yeah, I don't know. I think crypto Twitter is kind of toxic. I'm not gonna lie. I genuinely feel like my mental health is deteriorating whenever I spend more than 3 minutes on there. At least with Discord, obviously a lot of people that are grinding whitelist, it is more mental health deteriorating. For me, I don't have that many Discords, and I like to just chill in the VC and listen to lo-fi music, so it's never been an issue for me. But yeah, where was I? You'll notice that the Discord itself has changed a bit. I'm fairly opinionated when it comes to Discord management. I think the organization should be clean, and people should want to hang out. I will say it's still not there yet. PopHeadz has a core group of people that support the project. You'll notice who they are because they rep PopHeadz. PFP, shout out to PopHeadz sub-community. But community-wise, we're still trying to make it something beyond just hi, yo, sup, GM, GN. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just a little tired of GM. I programmed the MeBot to randomly reply to people that say GM with something, including an American Psycho quote that has people like that apparently. Regardless, I want to highlight a couple things. Number one, the international channels are gone, the international language channels, but actually they're still there, just as threads. So threads are a feature in Discord that is totally underused by everyone. It can be used as a temporary channel for a focused topic, or it can be used as a sub channel that lives forever, that you can choose to opt into. That is the key. You opt into it. You don't see the thread until you talk in it. So the issue with international channels is you end up creating like 1 million of them to support the diversity of cultures, and that's amazing. But it ends up crowding your Discord. So the solution was to create a role for each language, but then it crowds up your server administration. So the best way is actually threads. You can have infinite languages so long as you have a sub-community who supports and wants to talk there. And people will only see the ones that they opt into and join. So totally underused Discord feature. I'm going to push it more. And hopefully people catch on. But some other channels that were removed were memes and sports. Why? Well, memes are cool. Some of the ones people made were funny, but it was also forced and just trying to get whitelist memes. Memes should organically come from the community, and honestly, we have that in the form of PopHeadz. PopHeadz is the meme. So why kill off sports? Well, when we started the Discord, we thought we needed specific channels, but they were all a bit generic. Over time, I've come to the conclusion that you should find the niches that you want to serve and the people that you want to speak to, rather than being quote unquote a wandering generality. Basically, what I'm saying is none of the team members actually play sports. In some ways, a community can grow organically, but one that people buy into, some of that culture setting, obviously comes from the founders themselves. Daniel, for example, is a big K-pop fan, so we should have music and K-pop channel. None of us play sports and can talk about sports. Like I watch the Lakers, but like you talk about any other sports, like I'm not gonna be able to have an engaging discussion with you, to be honest with you. So we had to scrap that. Hopefully, one day the community grows and there is a sub community that does enjoy that, and then we can set it up again. But yeah, I think it's important to understand your target audience and cater to them rather than try to cater to everyone, and then it becomes uninteresting or boring. So last topic, what is SKY? You'll notice in the Discord there are 3 categories, SKY. Well, it's an acronym. In South Korea, there are 3 universities that are the top of the top. In America, we call our elite schools Ivy League, right? Harvard, Yale, Stanford. In Korea, it is the SKY universities. And there are 3 of them. S stands for Seoul National University, K stands for Korea University, and Y stands for Yonsei University. In our little metaverse of Neo Seoul, they are not really universities, they are academies that the PopHeadz are a part of, and the NFT you'll get will be part of one of them. So it's kind of like Pokemon Go, where you choose Team Valor, Mystic, etc. We wanted to keep the SKY acronym, but we'll probably rename them so it won't be like straight up Yonsei University, be too on the nose about it. So yeah, don't envision these as stuffy, highbrow elite only universities. They have become more free and open schools that let their students experiment and go wild. Think Big Hero 6, the Pixar movie Big Hero 6, where the students build cool shit. In the Discord, sorry, I don't actually, is Big Hero 6 Pixar? It's either Pixar or Disney, but in the Discord I've separated out 3 categories. One for finance, which is TradFi, DeFi, and crypto NFTs. One for tech and programming, Web 2 dev, Web 3 dev, infrastructure, hardware, and keyboards, mechanical keyboards. And one for art and creative pursuits. Now, all the academies have every subject, but those categories are especially pronounced in their respective schools. So yeah, we're planning on making kind of a world guide or a pitch book to really introduce everyone to the world of Neo Seoul and invite you all to form community and create within it. You'll probably see that a few weeks before mint. And yeah, that's all I have to talk about for now. I hope to have more awesome news the next time I sit down to record one of these. And we'll see you next time.